Hasta la vista, baby.
Have you been considering a property purchase in Merida, Yucatan, Mexico? Have you been weighing all your options and can't find the right purchase that checks all the boxes on quality, price point, financial plan, etc.? Are you interested in an investment property that will pay you not only a return on investment as it gets built, but also have a solid rental income in a perfect location in Merida?
Guys, we feel very excited because we never ever seen a project like this one.
Today, we are introducing a brand new concept to our platform at least, and something very new and unique in Merida. So come along with us and let's check it out. Hey everyone, it's Megan and Noe, Yucatan Living, your trusted bilingual realtors down here in Merida, Yucatan, Mexico.
Ah, delicious. I'm breaking balls now, guys, because we're celebrating. Oh, sorry. Powered by EXP.
Forgot that minor detail.
Guys, we're celebrating because we never seen a project like this one. Why?
He's whispering.
Why this project is so special?
I mean, there's a few reasons, but let's dive in and introduce you to LIVENZA. This is a 132 unit development inside the Periférico of Merida.
Guys, listen. Inside Merida City. Inside.
At an absolutely unbelievable price point, but we'll get to that later. Let's talk about the location of this project because as we know, in real estate investment and when you're choosing a place to live, it's all about the location.
Repeat with me, guys. Location, location, location.
And this project has that nailed. LIVENZA is located in the colonia of Chuberna de Hidalgo.
Guys, that's an amazing neighborhood here that is experiencing this rebirth because it's this kind of neighborhoods, and you can see it here in this map, that is perfectly located between North Merida, which is the modern part of the city with these high-end buildings.
A lot of luxury is in the north.
But also at the same time, very close to one of the most desired area of Merida, which is the colonial architecture. The colonial architecture area.
The number one thing that people ask for when they come to us to help them find a home for themselves or an investment property in Merida is proximity and walking distance to amenities that they use every day. Chuberna de Hidalgo is one of the only pockets of the city where you could actually spend your life walking. You could probably live without a vehicle there very easily and very comfortably. That is not necessarily the case in most parts of Centro, or if it is, you're kind of stuck to one little pocket of Centro. And in North Merida, things are spread out a little bit more as well. Although you may be able to live in an apartment building that has a number of cafes or restaurants sort of down the bottom of the building, Chuberna de Hidalgo gives you all of the old world charm of Mexico, including an old school mercado, a beautiful park that has an old style cathedral, and a tianguis market that pops up on Sundays. You can get all your fruits and vegetables, all your fruit juices, etc. There's butcher shops, pharmacies,
supermarkets.
Everything that you need is just there within a very small walking radius, and you don't know how hard that is to find here, guys.
Yeah, this place is amazing, guys, because it's all about commercial spaces around the area. So, as Megan says, this is the feedback we get from our clients, and this is our answer for all their inquiries.
Yeah, and to be honest, we ended up calling a huge list of people that have inquired about purchasing down here in Merida over the past few years, and they weren't quite ready, or something wasn't quite right, or it wasn't in walking distance to all the parts of their life that they were looking for. And we've already sold units just in the past 2 days while this project was launching. We're still on price list 0 for this project, but every 15 units that are sold, there will be a price increase on this. So for those interested in investment only, this is the moment to get in. You are at the very beginning, friends and family pricing, And there's going to be 7 increases in that pricing throughout this build. So even if you just wanted to put your money in play and cash out once the unit is completed and you take ownership and resell it, you're going to make a pretty penny here. However, if you wanted to invest as a rental, let's talk about the financial plan that this is offered at. It's very unique, it's very accessible, it's an easy yes for anybody that's been considering this market.
What if we talk that at the end?
Okay. We'll get into the pricing at the end, I guess.
Guys, let's check this development right now because we're gonna show you pictures about it. Because we have to say, the developer of this project already delivered more than 2,000 houses here in Merida, Yucatan, Mexico. So this is not a rookie. This is not someone that is just starting.
He's been working in real estate development for the last 20 years here in Yucatan. So we actually had the opportunity to go this past weekend and check out a beautiful project that this developer is in the process of building in the north of Merida. And it is stunning. And I have to say that I was absolutely blown away by all the finishing choices and the quality and detail and care that's been put into this construction. It's just not always the case here. And honestly, at a certain price point, you can only expect so much. However, that was not the case when I looked at these materials and the fine details that have been chosen here and executed to perfection. It's a rarity. So we went through the process of talking with the master broker about it, and it turns out that all of those material choices are going to be used in LIVENZA as well. So that means the same beautiful travertine floor choice. A very, very similar countertop, which is solid granite choice. Beautiful. And this is where I was floored. The carpentry is going to be the same. These beautiful cabinets, which just aren't often included. Also included your ACs, also included all of your hookups for electronics, etc. Really, really beautiful modern choices here. And the quality, like I mentioned, is just kind of head and shoulders above what the standard delivery here is in the region. So LIVENZA has 1-bedroom options, it has 2-bedroom options, and it has 1 plus a flex space, or they call it a studio.
And the best part, guys, is that it has 12 amenities inside, such as the only development that has a paddle court inside that neighborhood. It has a gym, pet park, a pool, co-working spaces, small rooftop, games room, etc.,
multi-purpose room,
etc. There's more than enough amenities to enjoy inside. Obviously, the place will have a car checkpoint at the entrance. So, I mean, Merida, we don't have to feel concerned about safety, but
yeah, plenty of green space here to enjoy. And like we say, you're in the heart of the action. You can walk a couple blocks to the market, to all your life conveniences. And so, yeah, I just don't think there's any beating this price point, this quality, this location. It's prime and it's going fast.
I think it's time to talk about the pricing, guys.
I think we have to talk about the pricing because that is the pièce de résistance. This will help you understand why we're so excited today.
I almost dropped this glass. I'm so excited, guys.
Let's talk brass tacks. So, the starting price on this project is So the starting price on this project is 1,850,000 pesos, not dollars. In dollars,
I'm gonna throw this in the floor right now, guys.
That is 92,500 USD.
We never see these prices, not even in all the research we have done all these years inside Mexico. There's no pricing like this, guys.
No.
But the best part is the financial structure.
Right. So the prices range from 92,500 up to 176,000 USD for a 2-bedroom unit. Not bad. In fact, incredibly good. But yes, the financial structure is where things get very interesting, particularly for those savvy investors that like to play with their funds. All that's required on this purchase is a 10% down payment. Following that, the next 10% is broken into 20 monthly payments. That's a very digestible monthly payment. And that means you're holding 80% of your funds until the very end. What does that mean? That this developer does not need your money to build this project. And that's the kind of developer you want to work with.
This is how we crunch the numbers for the cheapest condo here, guys.
So the most economical choice here is a 1-bedroom on the 2nd floor or the 3rd floor. So that breaks down to $92,500. So your down payment is going to be 10% of that. Over the course of the next 20 months following your down payment, you are going to make a monthly payment that is broken down like so. And at the end, you're left holding 80% that will be paid out upon completion and delivery of the project.
You know what, guys? Sometimes I think about my own expenses, and yeah, I spend so much money sometimes in coffee, in little treats, in dinners, and if I take away a couple of things, I think I can afford a place like this. I mean, we're talking about just monthly payments of this.
Well, and don't forget that getting in here at price list 0, you're going to reap the benefits of 7 price increases over the next 24 months.
Book a free consultancy with us here, and book your flight, and we can take you. We can take you to the already delivered products that this guy built, so you can get a look and feel of what's going on here and be as surprised as us with the quality of the finishings that this developer is doing down here.
Yes, honestly, after we visited the other project, I got on the phone to a number of clients and previous investors and people who had been toying with the idea. And like I said, we sold a number of units that very day. So this is an easy yes for anybody that's been toying with the idea of Merida. This will get you into the market. This could get you into a beautiful apartment if you wanted one for yourself, or it could get you into a very solid rental, because this is the area of town where people are super interested in renting because of that walking proximity to everything that you need in your everyday life. Also, a gym on site, a pet park on site, all of those conveniences for a super comfortable, lovely life right there inside the complex. You can't beat it.
It's a no-brainer, guys. Contact us.
Yeah, so that's it for today. That is LIVENZA. If you want to chat about it, please reach out right away. Let's get in on price list 0. Let's not wait until price list 5 because you'll be kicking yourselves.
Guys, you can download the brochure of this new development here and start looking about the information that is described in there.
We are the English language representatives of this project, so make sure to reach out to us and we can check the current availability and find you the right unit.
Okay, guys.
We are Merida Yucatan Living, your trusted bilingual realtors down here in Merida. Don't hesitate to reach out for whatever you may need. And until next time, guys, hasta luego.
Adios, guys. Hasta la vista, baby.